I think people should be interested in freshwater science because it matters that we understand systems so we know how to conserve the species that live there.
Because we need water for everything. Water is life. When I was coming out to Arizona, you pass all these different states and all these communities have to be by water because they need water to drink and to live. So people really should be interested in this because water is everything for this planet.
Water is important. Water is so very important, and it's important to maintain those environments. It's important to learn, the harm and stuff that we can cause to those environments, how we can improve it.
A lot of people take fresh water for granted. I think just having water in your faucet, that's amazing, and because that's just so available, so accessible. We don't think about where did that water come from? How have my use of fresh water affected, the river that it came from?
Water is life, and we all live upriver, and we need to take care of our waters because that fuels the fish and everything we eat.
Yo creo que la gente debe saber que los ríos no solo son agua fluyendo de un sitio a otro y que no es agua que se está desperdiciando, sino que hay una cantidad de vida que está ahí y que nosotros dependemos de todos esos procesos pequeñitos y todo lo que pasa alrededor. Toda nuestra vida está envuelta con agua.
I just think water is everywhere, and we need it as humans, and also other species as well. So I think it's very crucial, important, especially at this time, so people know about it as well.
I think freshwater science is way more complex than I think people give it credit for, especially in Michigan where a lot of people take it for granted. Surrounded by it, I don't think a lot of people realize all of the processes that are happening within the stream and surrounding the stream, not only just in the water body itself, but also the riparian zones and how connected the watershed is to the stream, and I think that's really important for people to understand.
Yes, I think definitely in Michigan we just take those beautiful landscapes and resources for granted. All those ecosystem services don't come for free. It's a very complex process that needs constantly protected.
Well, beyond the obvious reason that fresh water is super precious in terms of drinking and just agriculture, all of it, I think even recreational value. We love going out to, rivers and walking next to them, maybe swimming in it, and I think there's a lot of special personal connections that people have and personal stories that people share with freshwater systems.
I think it's important that people know where the water comes from and know the conditions of the water in their own backyard.
Firstly, because fresh water is 3% of the Earth's surface waters, all you get. So 97% is marine. That's one big thing. And another thing is that fresh water, be it river or lake or reservoir, it's kind of getting polluted really fast. And I think people need to think of an alternative to get fresh water, fresh, clean drinking water. So I think that's one big reason why everyone should, be it someone who is a scientist or an ecologist, or just someone who's wanting to be a part of a citizen science project, or someone ordinary, anyone from any different background would definitely should be interested in it.
Well, I study a region that is the Southern Appalachian Mountains, which is an area that's really interesting. There are a whole lot of fish species that live only there and nowhere else. We call that endemism. And so we need to work really hard to protect them, but they might be in trouble because we have a whole lot of people moving to this area. And so we've got all these fish that are rare and that only live here, and we've got this kind of growing human population. And so we need to think creatively and collaboratively about how we might work together to try to keep fish around, even with this growing human population.